listen to Jonah. He said it's going to be a condemnation for you. It says, for they repented at the preaching of Jonah, and now one greater than Jonah is here. The queen of the south will rise at the judgment with this generation and condemn it. For she came from the end of the earth to listen to Solomon's wisdom, and now one greater than Solomon is here. So he gives a second example, and he talks about the queen that went to speak with Solomon about his wisdom, his God-given wisdom. That these things happen and brought people close to God as a consequence of those things that happened. These people made the effort because they wanted it. Today, the word of God goes out and people don't want it. That is strange. That is strange. I encourage everybody to put your heart to the wheel and make the word of God priority in your life. That you get to know what the word of God is saying. That is important. So many people miss out on life and salvation because they don't put an emphasis on the things of God. We are caught up about everything else. You know, if we had interest in Jesus Christ like we had in Buddha, a lot of things would change on this earth. The story of Buddha is the story right now among believers. Everybody's talking about that. If everybody would try to figure out Jesus Christ and go to the scriptures that gives us information who he is and what he was supposed to do, this world would be a better place.
Cyber Realty and Development is the leader in providing solutions to the current land crisis in Belize. For homeowners and investors alike, Cyber Realty is offering special deals on half-acre parcels in its new Emery Village development. Enjoy prime land off Mile 37 on the George Price Highway at an unbeatable price. All you need is the initial down payment of $275 Belize dollars. Take advantage and reserve your half-acre home sites today. Emery Village. Join the community. Invest in your future.
Do you enjoy learning and wanting to know more about Christ your Savior? Then join Phil Sanders in Search of the Lord's Ways every Sunday 7:30 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. on PlusTV for half an hour of beautiful hymns and Bible messages. Messages are repeated on Tuesdays at 1:30 and Fridays at 10:30 a.m. Search in the Word for God's will. Know more and do more for the God we love In Search of the Lord's Ways with Phil Sanders is being brought to you by the Church of Christ in your area. Be sure to visit.
Mopping, tiles, furniture, and...
Miss, you don't need all of this, man. Only this you need. You make 4 out of this. And it's cheaper than all of them put together.
I want it.
Green Clean. All your cleaning needs in one bottle.
So when me face God, you know something. When I think of the love of the Lord.
Spice up your next event with professional lighting. Call 610-5679 and give your audience an experience they'll never forget. Proper stage lighting ensures stage visibility, motivates, and sets the mood of the atmosphere. We provide services for weddings, concerts, parties, dance recitals, and much more. Captivate your audience. Improve your production today. Call Shamax Productions at 610-5679 for quality and professional stage lighting.
I can't feel to see it and run up there.
Blessed Gardens is servicing home gardens across the country from the nation's capital and helping Belizeans reconnect with nature. We have everything you need for your home garden, so get growing. We have various types of soils: fortified soil, composted soil, potting soil, and pure compost for your garden. We have quality seeds and over 65 varieties of food seedlings for your garden. We even have organic insecticides available, EM soil treatment, and Polyshade for your excessive sun or rain. Blessed Gardens has all your garden solution in one location. Call 610-5679. Visit us at the Bumapan Market Plaza or enjoy our free deliveries across the country. Blessed Gardens. Get growing, Belize.
I'm coming back to your heart.
Foundations. Your work must be grounded upon solid rock, and so should your faith. Join Pastor Louis Wade Jr. weekly for Foundations Bible Study, where he goes deep into the Word of God with biblical teachings for better understanding.
And Jacob said, if you bless me, and if you are with me, and if you take me to that place, and if you bring me back, you will be my God. And God said, okay, you will do fool, but I will walk with you nonetheless.
Tune in on PlusTV Sundays 9:30 a.m. for a new program, or catch the repeats on Mondays 11 a.m. and Thursdays 11 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. We would love to hear from you. Write in and share your thoughts, prayer requests, or even pose questions you may have regarding the Bible passages. Email plustvbelize@gmail.com. Foundations. Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize.
It is October 14th, and thank you so much for joining us. We're getting ready to go halfway through the month of October, and it's a pleasure coming into your homes. It is Tuesday morning because yesterday morning was the holiday given since the Indigenous Peoples Day. I think that's the new name that's given to the holiday. Was on Sunday. So I think we moved from Columbus Day to Pan American Day to Dia de la Raza to Indigenous Peoples Day. What a mess. What a mess. Can we just be people? Can we just be Belizean? And so let me say good morning. It's a beautiful day across the nation of Belize. We're fresh back from the victory in Kikaka, so we definitely want to talk about that this morning. Scott and I did like a morning show through Zoom while we were driving from Belize to the Belva Pad. It's getting crazy around here, but here to settle it down with me on a Tuesday morning, Kerm Timbrell. Kerm, we're back to normal. I feel we're back to normal this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, and good morning to everyone out there. Tune into the show this morning. Yes, indeed, Lois. It's, you know, sometimes you have seasons like that when things go crazy.
Yes, that's true.
You know, I know this weekend I had to catch up with a lot of rest, and it felt so good. I didn't knew I was that tired. I can't even begin to imagine how you feel.
Yes, it's been tiring. Yeah. But let me start with the weather forecast. The general forecast today is October 14th. It calls for mostly fair conditions to prevail. You start feel a cool air yet? You feel the cool air?
Yes, I'm loving it.
Yes. It says mostly sunny skies today and partly cloudy skies tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated mainly over the Maya Mountains this afternoon. Marine conditions call for wind to be light to variable, with sea state slight moderate waves 1 to 3 feet. It's going to be a calm day. Temperatures inland 91 degrees will be the high with 71 as the low. On the coast 86 is the high with 76 as the low, and in the hills 80 is the high with 67 as the low. The outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night is for similar weather conditions to prevail. So out in the, not in the Caribbean Sea, but it's talking about something that's going 60 miles an hour, a system which poses no threat to Belize. So we don't need to look at that at the present moment. But it's a beautiful day. Kerm, I haven't sold soil in a long time. I haven't sold soil in a long time. Just too much rain. It's not that people aren't ordering, but I really think it's time for my life to just get back to a little normalcy for a little while after Kikaka, and then before that was September celebrations, and there were just quite a few things that we were dealing with, but we give God the glory for the victory in Kikaka, and I believe that there is a lot we need to talk about as it relates to drugs in general. While we were out there, Belize was placed on a list that says that we are one of the large drug transshipment points. Yeah. And so we'll take a look at that. But I did a live on Friday night. I don't normally do lives, but you make them the yes win.
Yeah.
You make them the yes win. And the kind of upheaval we had to take place in this country, and media would have been crazy and frenzy. But because they know whip they are shut, including some in the media that have been trying. I need to talk about my media experience on this marijuana thing too, Kerm, because the media seems, not everybody, but for the most part, seem to be gung-ho upon legalization of marijuana. So based on the questions that we are asked, the comments made, etc., when we make a statement by the media, that those information, we don't even get them out in public. That kind of resistance that we get in the media sometimes shows that the media would love to see legalization of marijuana.
Louis, You know, I too had the opportunity to go to Kikakale this week, the Saturday before. And I was so glad I did because I got the opportunity to be boots on the ground. You know, it would have been a nice experience for a lot of Belizeans to have gone out there, walk the grounds, and talk to the people. Because you could be here inland and you have a total different perspective on the issue until you go there and you talk to the people there. And I was blown away, even at the guys who outrightly admitted that they smoke marijuana. And they said, you know what, boss, we not into this legalization thing, you know. We not depend this, right? We not support this at all. To me, several things came out because the people really wanted to talk. I mean, we had instance when, I mean, the parade gone so far, right? I lost the parade because we had back the talk with people, right? And people wanted to talk and ask questions and discuss their views. But it was evident that the overwhelming majority, even when we walk the streets, were saying that's not an agenda from them. They're not into that kind of thing, and there's no way they were going to lend their supports. And that shook me because I was thinking from the media campaign that Kikakala, this liberal place where just everything goes, and when I got there, it was the total opposite.
Yeah,
you know,
I saw the interview between Polo Lightburn and Mose Hyde. You know, and Polo was saying that that's where he goes to smoke his weed, that the people are very tolerant about weed, and that he doesn't like the way he does not like the way the Yes is organizing itself, but he will vote yes. So he spoke as if he is
from
Kikaka, and that he has business interest in Kikaka. And that he registered in Kikaka, and that he's going to vote there. That was clearly received, and he was also painting the picture that the no push on Kikaka was not from Kikaka, and that it was what he called MAGA evangelicals. So MAGA as in Make America Great Again. I believe he probably means Trump supporter. So he was really painting us in a bad light. And I sit there and I just...
Well, I don't think being a Trump supporter is a bad light, not for me, but maybe...
But I don't think any Belizean is MAGA or whatever it is. Whatever Trump does that is good, I will say it's good, and if I don't like it, I will just not agree with him. You know, if he makes a harsh comment, I will get angry, and if he makes a funny comment, I will laugh. It's like that.
Exactly.
But what he was kind of painting though is like a fanatical group, that we're a fanatical group. And then he was saying that that the traditional churches, he made that comment, that the traditional churches like the Roman Catholic, etc., were not supportive, that it was just the MAGA group.
So the fat group support by the MAGA group.
That is correct. So he was clearly trying to paint an illusion that Belize City people or his supporters or the viewers of that station could buy into, because that was his rhetoric.
Well,
you know,
maybe he wasn't that wrong because 165 people vote. So maybe he spoke to 150 of them. Not the other 500 and something.
Much less when Ilya Rosado brought the list in, and we have requested that list from Elections and Boundaries. We want to see that list of original names, because we don't believe, and we didn't believe that 350 names that he got was legitimate, because he was only, and then the results show that out of those 350 people, only 170 voted yes.
And that was my thing. I was like, but then how did we get this 350
votes
to pull the referendum.
Yes.
That was my question when I saw it, because even when they were counting the votes, I thought, well, at least 350 say yes.
Right.
So I thought
they
the
should
numbers
have-
may have gone at least
Right.
350.
Right.
But how you reach a 165?
Exactly.
It could have been because to the people when they sat and I don't know. I don't even want to, but obviously.
But it starts from data, and we need to examine the list.
That's right.
Because there were people that told us that their names were on the list, but they did not. They did not sign.
Yeah.
They did not sign. And a petition is not supposed to be, you do it way, write your name down. You do it way, write your name down.
Yeah.
You remember when the church went out to gather its 23,000, it was a very meticulous process. They had to show their ID.
Yes.
We had to write the ID number down.
Yes.
With in cases, we had to take pictures, attach it on to the actual person's form, and then they had to sign it themselves, and the signature had to match with the ID. It was an entire process that we went through for those 23,000. And I get the impression, going on the island, that is not the level of support that they got. So first of all, we need to check that elections and boundaries had done its meticulous work in the same way that they scrutinized the church and Oceania, because Oceania is in the tens of thousands as well, just like the church. But they were saying that they were hoping that after they collected their signatures, that the election or the referendum would have been held at the same time with the village council. But they were saying, because that's what they wanted, then there would have been no interference in a sense from the mainland. They would have just sent out the petition, get the referendum, the writ of referendum, and do it during their village council election.
Well, Louis, if you look at what happened, the numbers show clearly that the turnout was better. Because I'm assuming that the yes side was thinking, if we could only get the people out.
Yeah. Not so.
Well, they got the people. They didn't get the people out, you know. The people boldly came out.
Yeah. But you see, after I spoke to Ilya, because the first person we spoke to on reaching the island, we spoke to the 4 pastors, and we said, let's go to the village council. We wanted to meet with the chair lady and the village council. The only people that showed up was Ilya and Councillor, forget his name now. The councillor came out as no. I'll get his name. But only 2 councillors showed up. And then the chair lady, she was busy. She came in, sat with us, and then she left. And we continued with Ilya. But from the
was
very...
the chair lady clear on her side?
She was for the yes.
That's why I said definitely.
Yes, but then I presented her with the data, and she saw the data. She saw the data that I showed her, that some millions of dollars were going to be lost immediately if the because we presented her with that document from the different church organizations that visit the island.
And it's a lot.
Yes. At that time, it was about 5,000, about 5,200 or something like that at that time. And we were still getting, because by the end it was 7,000, which represented 10% immediate. And we're not talking about the ones we didn't know or the ones that did not contact us. Those were those who contacted us or we contacted them. So there were definitely others that we didn't have chance to get, like Baptist Association, Total Assemblies of God numbers, not even Total Church of the Nazarene numbers, etc. We weren't able to. So we presented her with those numbers, and then when she looked at it, she said, you know, I'm not going to tell you how I was going to vote, but I can tell you that I've been thinking about it, and I'm getting ready to change my mind.
Very good.
That's what she said. So I knew that was a yes that was becoming a no. That she didn't have to say it. Otherwise,
many yeses became no.
Yeah, became no. So she was one. So that was swept from under Ilya, but from the first time that I listened to Ilya, I could tell that it did not come from him.
Yeah.
He was the face.
Yeah.
He was trying to regurgitate certain answers that I knew. When I left the village council, I knew the village council may have bought into the idea, but it was not from Kikaka. Yeah. And then right after that, we began to see Minister Karim Musa show his hand. Yeah. And he had to show his hand because the Yes campaign was crumbling and he had to try to revive it. Yeah. I believe, it's my opinion, based upon observation, that he had committed support, but now he can't be the face. So Ilya is the face. The support is there to try to hold it up, but the support is falling. Then he had to become visible because he was very visible on the days leading up to the election. And then Chicken Dread was out there for the full day. And Chicken Dread met me at the end of the day and told me I was beaten up bad. Chicken Dread, we need to have another conversation, Chicken Dread, because you departed the area after you told me that you were going to beat the hell out of us. Not physical, I'm just talking about at the polls. The man was very serious. So either the man believed it or he had a poker face like no other poker face I've ever seen.
Man is optimist, man. He's an optimist, right? Yeah. But Louis, you know, it's I think maybe this whole thing should have opened the door for a real conversation, a right conversation, that we can have new growth industries. Think about avocado. Yeah. The avocado oil. A lot of people are concerned about their health condition. You know? And gosh, Louis, mango season just gone. You know how much waste? We don't even know what to do with the mangoes. Right? Mm-hmm. And there's, watch out, we have a very useful soil. Mm-hmm. Louis, the part I live, you have to be careful with training your yard. You know? Because if you throw something outside, it might just grow. You understand? Yeah. It just grows. Belize has very, very fertile soil. And we can, in fact, launch a lot of new growth ministries.
Well, the thing is, Kerm, we have a Ministry of Agriculture, right?
That too.
We have a Ministry of Agriculture. So all of those issues that deal with growth, they are under Mr. Mai, who is by profession an agronomist. Yeah. So we need to look at this new growth industries thing, especially because when we went out there, we found out that there is a company called Growth Industries.
Yeah, in Kikaka.
Well, they were pushing money on Kikaka in the election. And then you had this lady Beltran that was out there, that's not a Belizean, that had interest. And then she ended up now, because Karim can't show his face, Chicken Dread was out there with a bag strap around him like this, and then Beltran was out there with a bag strap around her like this, and they were constantly moving up and down.
So what a bag there for? Can I ask?
Well, I don't know what the bag was for, but I know that there were comments on the island, serious comments, including from the police, that they were paying for votes. Wow. And when I say they, I mean the Yes campaign. So yeah. I saw two people with bag, but I can't tell you if they were personally the ones that were paying. But I just recognize that it was a very that was how they were dressed, no, with these bags. So Chicken Dread was there showing his hand, the minister's hand, and then Beltran was there. And I don't know what made them think that Kikaka residents who go to vote would not say, hey, what Chicken Dread did do, yeah? And drive up and down and say, hey, where this foreigner they do in our campaign for Yes to Marijuana? Like, what were they thinking? And quite a few people in the section of the yes were not from the island.
Yeah.
Right? They were not from the island, and they were like in campaigners, gear, standing up near the yes booth and so on. So I can tell you that I went out there the day before, and we came back the day after, but we did not run that campaign.
No.
That campaign was run by Selena Jimenez.
Yeah.
Right? Her campaign engine was supported by Mr. Green. Mr. Green is the person who ran the entire, like the zone leaders and the actual campaigners.
Yeah.
Mr. Green led that, and then Julio was running all the errands to make sure that the food was there, and that Selena, his wife, had everything needed. So in my opinion, there were 3 Kikaka people.
Yeah, great machinery.
That is correct, right? And then it lended support. So Denny, Pastor Denny, went out there with 3 people, 2 of his campaign individuals, and a person who helped run the main center. But the people that you could see on the ground working were all from Kikaka, the No team. So the No was not a mainland driven No. We had to launch it, like the vehicle stuck in and the mud say, oh, come and you push it, but when it come out, it gone. Selena is an awesome leader with an awesome team, and so I need to continue to big her up, and I really trust that she will continue to lead, and that one day she can actually become the chair lady and maybe even more of that community, because Kerm, there is one thing when you wait for see where the crowd going, and then you all of a sudden you the right press release. But it's another thing when you are able to, from your core, from your inside, say, this is not what I want for my island. This is not what our people want. I have listened to our people and they do not want this. And then to step out, she took the risk as a leader based upon her personal belief and belief system, and she began to move that campaign. And those are the kind of leaders that we need across the country. I can listen to the people on infrastructure. What is it that you need on infrastructure, roads, bridges? But when it comes to morality, when it comes to values, then I don't expect our leaders to follow. I expect our leaders to lead. I want leaders with moral compass that can say, no, this is not the direction that we are to go as a people. This is the direction. So I will explain again, when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to economy, when it comes to those agriculture, those kinds of issues, you listen to the people and you serve the people. But when it comes to moral issues, you must step out and lead your people. And that is what Selena did, as opposed to the other the ministers who represent that area, who should have come in and say, this is not good for your children. This is not good for families. This is not good for community. And so the leaders in that area showed weak moral leadership. And I need to specify.
They showed no leadership at all.
No leadership.
Because if the thing may go yesterday, and jump right behind and help push it. Not being able to use their own training, knowledge, experience, discretion to say, look at how Belize is coming. Look at the condition. Louis, I was talking to you offset about some of the troubling reports I'm hearing. That right now, a lot of our young people are on heavy drugs. And it's a result of the overflow of all of their drug planes, so they land in Belize and these kilos and kilos of cocaine are being left behind. And what they do with it, Louis, they gotta sell it.
Yeah.
And then and trust me, you know, crack cocaine is a lot of money, and so people want to sell it. So what they do, they want new customers, and the reports have been troubling. And I'm hearing of more
when
and
last
more
you hear
communities.
that our police have captured a large amount of drugs. When last have you heard that our police have busted a laboratory that is converting cocaine to crack?
Yeah.
Never.
Never.
When last have you heard that a drug don has been captured
In Belize.
in Belize?
Never.
No, never.
Yeah.
So Belize is complicit to the
Yeah.
drug trade and the transit of drugs through our country. And you are absolutely right, because they pay in weapons and drugs.
That's right.
They pay in weapons and drugs. So when a plane lands, a portion of the drugs remains in country, money comes into the country,
Yeah.
and weapons come into the country. That is a fact of the landing of every single plane.
Yeah.
And so that drug that stays in country, it is sold to convert into money,
Yeah.
so that the leaders and the cartels and the gangs and so could continue to live the kind of life that they live.
That's right, Louis, and it's very troubling. It's very concerning. I'm hearing these reports more and more and more, and it kind of reminds me of, I don't know if it was back in the 80s or 90s when this crack thing was when it first started to become popular, and a lot of people used to turn what they call crackheads. And we saw where many people's lives were destroyed. But for whatever reason, the tide may start to turn back, and we started to see less and less people on crack cocaine and breaking into people's homes to get money to buy their drugs. That was on the decrease side. But Louis, I am concerned about what the next few years will bring, because I am getting the numbers and the reports.
Yeah, and that's why
small communities have multiple crack
like
houses.
Pachacan. I was following it in the north. I was following it in the north.
It's in the west
but
too.
you are saying that it is in the west as well.
I get the reports.
Yeah.
From credible sources when they tell me.
But a lot of
know?
these young fisher guys, the guys who go to fishing, because I saw it personally, they're breaking up the crack into the marijuana, and they're smoking that, right? So the marijuana is the entry point for the crack, and then they want that extra high, so they mix the crack with the marijuana and smoke it. I think that's what they call the primo. But that's why we need a change in police minister, because he is the one that should be leading the ministry along with the CEO to ensure that the police are on track. There is no war on drugs in Belize. Let me declare that. There is no war on drugs in Belize. There's no war. Instead, what we see is the Minister of Police promoting drugs. Because when you are appearing on talk shows with drug heads, when you are actively promoting marijuana, which is itself a drug and is also used to smoke crack with, and every person who sells marijuana also sells crack and cocaine. I want to say that categorically to this nation, that the minister is trying to pretend as if marijuana is something that is separate from crack and cocaine. This is a lie. Every single house that sells marijuana is also selling crack and cocaine. Why? Because they are making money. It's a business. It's a business. It's not saying I only sell Fanta and Coke and soft drink. No, you are add whatever the people come to you and say, you got ice? I add ice. Because with the soft drink, you need ice. Then you add disposable cup and disposable plate, because they don't always have the soft drink. When they pour it out, they need. And so maybe you start off by sell soft drink, but as time go by, you sell ice, then you sell water, you sell disposable. And I want to categorically state that to this nation, that those people that appear in those marijuana to push marijuana, and they're sellers of marijuana. Many of them, they are selling whatever the tourists want or whatever the other people want.
So imagine all other kind of drugs.
Yes, and I
many kinds.
also want to state that there are pharmacies in Belize that are selling THC laced candy, gum, gummy bears, etc. And not a single pharmacy in this country the police have raided or gone to. And so tons of marijuana products, not just marijuana itself. They say when we talk about natural herb and so they create THC laden substances. And I wrote a post, Belize, that says that when the minister said that 10 grams of marijuana is legalized, that it is a lie. The minister is lying. And the other lawyers that go on the media that are extremely popular because we know them by name and first name basis, they are lying. Because 10 grams of marijuana is not legal. What is legal is possession of 10 grams of marijuana.
Yeah.
Possession. You cannot sell 10 grams of marijuana. Cannot sell it. It is illegal to sell. It is illegal to smoke in public. You can have 10 grams on you, but you cannot sell. You cannot smoke in public. You go smoke in the privacy of your home. And the Kikaka people know that. That's why they vote no. They say, I already could have my 10. And I can go and smoke on my veranda or something like that. That's what they'll tell you. Say, I already have it.
They told me that too.
Right? But you can understand when the person is stand up on the side of the street in our illegal trade. He's in an illegal trade and he's trying to buy and sell and is using because that is illegal, and that is the role of the police to deal with that, but the police is not dealing with it. The police is not dealing with it. But here is the worst part, is when the pharmacists begin to sell THC. And that happening right now, Belize. It's happening right now that pharmacies in Placencia, Hopkins, Kikaka, San Pedro, what did I list? The 4 tourist destinations on the coast. I haven't heard about Cayo yet, but I need to check. I know there is a place in Orange Walk that was advertising ice cream, marijuana ice cream, but then they said that they only put the CBD in it, but no product that gets you high can be sold legally because CBD does not get you high. Cannabinoids do not get you high. It's the tetrahydrocannabinol that gets you high. So any product that is sold in pharmacies that are getting people high, including those pre-rolls. Baha supposed to be doing their job. And the other legally sanctioned bodies that are to test those products to ensure that they do not have THC in them. So when you have pharmacists and businesses selling THC laced product, I put that at the foot of the Minister of Police. And I put it at the foot of the Commissioner of Police. I put it at the foot of the CEO in the Ministry of Policing or Home, whatever it is called, because it is illegal. You are the ones that have created the false image that marijuana is in Belize, which is why the number of marijuana users keeps growing. And as Kerm has stated this morning, the amount of crack on the streets has increased. Because Kerm, you can start with marijuana, but you do not end with marijuana, because for those people that are chasing the high, then they don't care what is in the marijuana once they get their high.
They deceive their own self and think
Yeah.
that, well, I'm being a crackhead.
Yeah.
I smoke marijuana.
That is
So I just
correct.
put the crack in the
That's
marijuana.
correct.
And once I smoke, then I smoke marijuana.
Yes.
But you and I know that's not true.
Yes.
And Louis, the reports are troubling. And you know what is true about the report? They're not just something where me and you know they talk about on this waves this morning. The people in these communities are already aware of this.
Yeah.
They are aware of the fact that they see the trafficking. Everybody know about the crack house then they. And they're becoming more and more.
Yeah.
And it's concerning for us as a country.
So how the
right?
police don't know where the crack
Well,
house
that's the
is
question.
then?
You see, Louis, this weekend was concerning because a police officer was shot and killed in uniform. In uniform. And you know the shockwave that sent across the country. And people are thinking, man, do people not respect the police officers anymore? What's going on when somebody could come, one policeman in a uniform, right? He bear the rod of the king in his hands. And somebody could come and have the audacity to say, pow, 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 in his uniform. That is concerning, Louis. And so, because I think, Louis, for too long now, people have had a high suspicion on what's happening with our police officers and our people involved in this drug trade. What is going on in Belize? And this is one of the ways how it spill over back because people stop respect the police. I was looking at a brawl on Facebook. I think it was last night. The ballet they cuss out the police, and my first response was arrest him.
Yeah.
Arrest him. You can't cuss the police boss. What's wrong with you? You are your everlasting mind. And he was using obscenity. I put arrest him, right? And I was looking at another video at the border in Corozal when the guy was coming over with his six-pack of beer.
Yeah, right.
And I went there. I spoke to the office, the controller, the custom officers. I said, boss, I'm not trying to make them arrest him. You don't respect our people in uniform, but when we're in uniform, we have to first respect ourselves too.
Yeah.
And that's the problem we have, Louis.
Yeah. So there's
right?
There's a breakdown, and I put it right at the foot of the minister. I put it right at the foot of the minister because marijuana is the leading cause of crime in this country because the crime is by the gangs. Primarily, it's the gangs. And the gangs are the ones who are fueled by marijuana and selling the marijuana and moving the marijuana. And then, as I have said, they are not exclusively dealing with marijuana. They are also doing crack, they're doing cocaine, they're doing everything else. And so when you as a minister of police begin to align yourself with that side, the people of Kikaka have showed you very clearly, we don't want that. So why is our Minister of Police promoting that? And it comes back again to when we were talking about the growth industry and new growth industry. Like these people have produced nothing but marijuana conversation and marijuana confusion in this country. That is what that ministry has done and is doing. They cannot do a thing with hemp. So where are all these glorious hemp products that they were talking about? Where are the hemp blocks? Where are the hemp sandals? Where are the hemp shirts? Where are they? They're non-existent because that's not really what they want. What they want is marijuana. And I've explained this before. Hemp is marijuana. Okay? Hemp is marijuana. But while hemp is growing, it does not have the THC content. So it can exist under the current legislative regime, but they can't do nothing with it. I think one of the companies out there is putting it in Rude Boy. So now a lot of people are drinking. So you know how many people are...
You can't be serious.
That's what Rude Boy is?
So that's not Rude Boy.
That is what Rude Boy is. Can we pull up a kind of a kind of Rude
Thankfully, I don't even know. So I don't use Rude Boy.
Well, I need to know. We need to know.
Boy,
but so you know that Rude Boy is a drink of women.
have to educate this man.
Rude boy is a drink of women. So our women now are already desensitized to marijuana.
I know a lot of students are.
Absolutely, because it's coming through the rude boy. Now the rude boy, as far as I know, and I hope, because I'm not tested yet.
Yeah.
Because we have to test them thing, you know.
Yeah.
It has to see the rude boy. I look at it.
Oh my
look
goodness!
At the bottle.
Look at the bottle.
See,
Yeah,
look at the bottle.
The herb.
It's correct.
Yeah.
See, so
rude boy.
Rude boy. So that's why I don't laugh when I say why you not talk about alcohol and why you not this alcohol. You hear that, right? Whenever you touch marijuana, show the rude boy again. See how then they take their weed? Right in alcohol.
Yeah.
So all the people will say why the church not talk about alcohol and this. All I want to drink on the rude boy. So no shut up with the mouth when they talk about alcohol. We hate alcohol.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. But they don't know for the talk, but tell me what to do about alcohol when we talk about marijuana. Because the biggest way to do the marijuana is in a rude boy, which is an alcoholic beverage. So on go fire, on hypocrite. Okay, we could move it. Huh? Hypocrites. So that shows that just the high they're interested in. It's just the high. Because the high is in the alcohol, and then they're taking the marijuana products minus THC.
Yeah.
I believe, I hope it's minus THC.
So it's an introduction.
It's an introduction.
Yeah.
It's an introduction.
Desensitization.
Exactly.
The battle they show.
Right.
They're like, all right, well, you know, if I drink this thing and I see this marijuana symbol on the bottle,
exactly.
They show that gradually I'm endorsing the fact that
it is a desensitization, and they're doing it through alcohol. So the bunch of hypocrites on shut up on the mouth when we talk about marijuana, on the try bringing alcohol, because that's the only thing, Kerm, that I see hemp is being sold in.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
The irony of it all. So this is what I was explaining. So when you plant hemp, because hemp is legal, what do you do with the hemp? No hemp industrial abilities.
Yeah.
Nothing. So because rude boy is imported, it's not made here.
Jamaica.
So it's exactly. So it's Jamaica CBD, right? It's Jamaica, the mother of marijuana. Actually, as I said, the statistics show that Belizeans smoke more marijuana than Jamaica. But
you think that too?
Yes.
More than Jamaica?
That's the way the statistics say.
I wanna know because Jamaica are not nice.
And we drink more alcohol than Mexico.
What?
Yes. That's the way the statistics exactly. Belize. So Belize is a highly addictive state.
Louis and I the one right now because
highly addictive.
One of the other thing with the going right
addicted.
Now, and I'm just saying it right. This is our next thing I start to hear. People are starting to worry about the economy. People, you know, they say who are the best economists? The housewives. Housewives. Why?
Then they check the prices.
Oh yes, when they gonna shop down like me and we and grab and we gone. No, they don't check the price. This one cost 3 cents less, so they're going way across and I will say, babe, but then not more gas on a bun for us. But then they check. The word I'm starting to hear in the streets is that the economy seems to be taking a licking because I tell about business people now. Business people say that sales are down drastically. And one of the reasons how I know are because at the restaurant that the market where we have to check. So I had to tell my parents. I said, Dad, because he checking numbers.
Oh, and slowing down. You said,
the man checking, he write down the numbers. And I said, but Daddy, listen, this is stress me out now because your number, my number, no, they match up. And you know me, I know a straightforward man. I don't take people, I know I steal. And he know they think I steal, but he know I don't steal. But the numbers are down drastically. So they know that provoke a conversation with some of our suppliers. Tell us about the supply. Can you supply Jerry, Peter, Mark, Jane, and Lucas? I said, boy, you know they do good. I said, if we they do good, Papa. Yeah. This man, I had to take one of my suppliers yesterday. This is food. This is food. And put her on the phone to speak to my father. just to reinforce the point, because I'm saying that the numbers are down. I've never seen it like this. And so when the man came and he said, Mr. Timberlake, the numbers are down. He said, but when you do the best, he said people used to supply every day, now they get supply once a week. And I'm starting to hear this around. It makes you wonder if people are high, people are distracted, their mind is somewhere else, their energy is gone, they know they log into. Me don't know what, Louis. I don't know what it is. But I'll start pay attention to this, because you know and I know if we know numbers are down, you and I have to go into some type of safety mode to say, boy, what do I do? Correct. Because I have to secure X, Y, and Z. You know, and so it's very concerning, Louis, and like I said, just this and just yesterday.
In the middle of that, the Prime Minister talk about they will increase minimum wage again.
It probably need to be increased.
But if they increase, how you have pay?
I don't know, it need to be increased. I don't know where it go on, but we need to hear from somebody, because somebody need to go do some investigation. Maybe like the media go out and ask the questions. Because I am paying attention, and to me it feel like to make a book is harder than it used to be. Like it's harder for some reason. You know, and it make I wonder, I really wonder if that is drugs thing that affect we too.
Well, I don't know if we need to. There is an informal economy, you know, which is the illegal part of the economy.
Yeah.
And that the way the drugs and all of that plays a role. And
but Louis, tell us something,
but
right?
it's a free for all, and it's showing on with the blood on the street. So it has to be dealt with.
Louis,
look at the amount of blood on the streets.
Listen to this, right? We economy used to pick up when I say when plane land, a lot of $100 may circulate. Money that circulate now, it make I wonder if that drugs they get left behind for payment. Because,
as opposed to money.
Yes, because money, it's not, I'll tell you, really and truly, it's not there, Louis. I don't know, and it's a bit concerning. I trust and I hope. This is what the man said yesterday. Okay, we can get his words.
I mean, I still remember Trump, the blow boat out of the water. Continue.
This is the word actually came and said, I tell people to pay attention. So this man was talking to my father, and he said, well, you know, Mr. Timberlake, it's normally around September, things start to drop. They said, but it's dropped this year from June. Then people take numbers. He said from June. He said, I hope I make it through this until in November.
Because November, December.
Yeah, when the tourist season boosts, right? Yeah. And I said, boy, I hope so indeed. We're not too far from that, thankfully.
Do you know that was the same complaint that the people were making out in Kikanka?
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
Because they were saying that it's a slow year.
Yeah.
It's a slow year, and they're hoping that things pick up in November as well. But that from June, July, they had seen a dip.
They said that June too as well, I see?
Absolutely did. And then I looked at the numbers for last year, and the numbers for last year were not good, because the year before, Kikaka had done better in tourism. And then last year, they did 70,000. And previous to that, they had at least done, I think, 85 or something like that. So 15,000 people less. And then this year, because remember, Trump also is making a lot of changes with visas and all those types of stuff. Yeah. So that affected how Americans travel, because they're saying, well, if I got my permanent residence and this, that, all of that. Remember, he made some changes, right? So tourism is not going to be the lifesaver this year, because Trump is in his first year, and so things have to stabilize where people understand the system, like they understand the new system before they realize, okay, I could travel again and so on.
But it's more than that, Louis.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the world have just entered a new stage where we are now having to deal with the fact that the tariffs have been put in place. I have received multiple emails from suppliers across the globe. I mean, telling me, well, not across the globe, across the United States, saying to me,
whose suppliers are from China, Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand.
That's right. And they have said, this is what they said. Be aware, October 1st, everything changed, because the new tariffs comes into gear. One of them tell me, your cost goes up by 6%. No, if you are spending $50,000,
Yeah.
you put 6%
That's
on that.
yeah.
You put 6%.
Yeah.
Right?
It
And
matters.
It matters,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
simply saying that one of the new reality we also need to look at. We are play out down the road in terms of how you affect our economy. We need new growth industries.
Okay. The real kind. The real kind.
We need to be thinking.
They're just a double with cannabis. And the people don't want it. It's very clear. It's very clear, Kern, because Channel 5 did a poll on social media.
Yeah.
And it came out 80% no to 20% yes.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I said, no, I don't think we're going to get that in Kikaka because of the amount of people that are users, because like I had my reasons why I said I don't like. I said, okay, on the mainland, you know, Christians, a lot of Christians are on social media, they gravitate to the page and they will help help push the no. Things like that I was thinking for the poll from Channel 5.
Yeah.
So I respect the poll because the more people vote, the more accurate a poll become, right?
Yeah.
The larger it is. So that was a large poll, and I saw the 80-20, but I was like, okay, that's good to know, but I don't think we'll get that in Kikaka. When Kikaka spit out 80-20,
Right. Channel 5 know what they do.
pay attention. I paid attention.
Yeah.
Because for Kikaka, which I thought would have gotten a very low ratio, I thought it would have been 2-1. That's what I thought, 2-1. Yeah. The computer spit out 3-1, but the reality was 4-1, which is 80% to 20%. So then I know that on the mainland, government cannot win a referendum on marijuana. Cannot.
Never happen.
Impossible.
Thankfully.
And it will be a huge blowout.
Yeah.
Because if Kikaka, where marijuana is can get a 8 to 20, government cannot
Impossible.
get. It's done.
That not happen.
Not going to
And
happen.
it's good for us because it shows our people are responsible.
Absolutely.
It show that
Thank you, Belize.
Yes, thank you, Belize.
Kikaka.
It shows that
Thank
our
you.
country have conservative people.
Yes, that we
Louis,
need to get people off of drugs. So then they talk about then they talk about regulate the industry, and we talk eradicate the industry.
Needs to
Eradicate the industry.
Louis, I gone at my aunt's funeral last week. She was an amazing woman. And I'm listening to the eulogy, I'm listening to the reflections, and I felt so proud of my auntie. Because you hear what they come out. She was a firm, loving woman. She make you no play. And one I think when everybody say, she tell the children or her siblings, if you pick them her discipline, not send them in my yard, because you ain't learn it. And she guys stick and she not play. And I feel like you intimidate she, because she lovingly make you feel a whip. And that's what I have noticed about the community where I came out of. My father like that, my mother like that, my auntie like that. You know, people in our community that like that, and that's why we don't have crime in our community. They don't tolerate no foolish. You hear what my papa tell me? If you smoke weed or went crazy, you know, got no roof over your head, cause you know, I live and put you out. That was what they tell me about how they tell me to view drugs. We don't endorse drugs. And that's what was the thing that rippled through our community. So you'll find that people in the community, there's a level of honor and respect to each other. You know, right at the wake and the funeral, I mean, they're like, yo, we see each other like, man, you know, like that love, that respect, that, you know. And I thought, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. But that's what discipline will do. That's when you have morality. That's the kind of community it will produce.
Yeah,
right? People, they think about how they could get their little land and build their house and move forward, raise their kids and be responsible. That's the kind of beliefs we need. No, we kill police officers, Louis. No, here machine gun here, they rap through the streets of Belize City, Louis.
Automatic.
Right? It's ridiculous when we hear anything like it shock the nerve. You think we create an enabling environment where people and investors and say, why go invest at Belize? No, they're going to go somewhere else. So we as people in this country have to understand that, and that's why I'm glad 80% said we not depend on that. We want something that's more positive, more family oriented. We want to help to put this country forward. And I was talking to a friend of mine in the States, and the man tell me something that blew my mind, because they were interviewing a couple that was like over like 110 years old, and they were looking so good. And so then I said, what that is secret? And I tell her the answer, I never heard this answer before. I never heard it. And you know what a couple tell me? We had community. We had support.
Yeah.
We have friends. We share food. We share pain. We share headache, heartaches. There's love. We had that was what this 110-year-old couple said. And when I thought about it, isn't it true? You can't destroy family and think you have a strong society.
That's right. That's right.
The minute you touch the family or society, gone.
Because family is community.
It's community.
It's a building block of a nation, and our constitution.
It's community.
Our constitution states that. And that's why I was sharing on Sunday with my church that there, on one side you have community, and on the other side you have individualism.
Boy,
individualism.
Yeah.
And that is where legalization of drug come from. Left them alone, make them do what they want.
Yeah.
If the drugs they want, give it to them, legalize it, and make them do what they want. Me not do no drugs. That kind of.
Yeah.
You always say, I not take drugs, I not smoke marijuana, but legalize it.
Yeah.
No, something wrong with you. You have bought into individualism rather than community. Because in a community we take care of each other. And what I don't want for myself, I don't want for my community. And what I want for myself, I want for my community. We are our brother's keeper. No, this is biblical. This is scriptural. That we look out for our neighbors, not just for ourselves. Not because I no smoke and my picnic no smoke, then my left them will make them smoke. And that's why the community of Kikaka rose up. And that is why we said the idea did not, no matter what they say, the idea did not originate on Kikaka. It was imposed upon them and they rejected it.
That's right.
Because the first thing that I noticed is that the people were insulted. When you listen to the older people and the hardcore Kikaka person who were born and grow there and live their life there, they considered it an insult that the village council would use the stamp of the village council to authenticate a list that was sent to elections and boundaries, which is why NIAB has requested that list. They don't answer yet, you know. We only get email received. But we need to look at that list because Kikaka wants to know. Kikaka wants to know whether the village council seal was used to submit through the village council those names to elections and boundaries because the community feels insulted. And so when you have people, including the Minister of Police and Betran, right? Betran is a marijuana pusher. She's a marijuana pusher. And then you have Karim Musa. He is a marijuana pusher. That is what he is. You are a marijuana pusher. You push marijuana on a community. That's what you were trying to do. Like you were literally trying to legalize marijuana in a village, my boy. And that's why this nation needs to arise and call either for the discipline of Karim Musa or his removal or his resignation. Because they're not like 55% to 45%, where maybe half of the community were saying we want this. It's not 60-40. And by the way, 60-40 is an overwhelming victory.
That's right.
A 60-40, a 60% to 40% is an overwhelming victory. We're talking about 80-20. That idea did not originate on the island. It was imposed upon them and they rejected it. Thank God for the community leaders, the true leaders of that community. I was so proud because the people who were sitting around me when we were waiting for the results were mostly elderly people who born and grow on the island.
They sound like our village leaders. What our village leaders do.
Yes, the elders rise up for their community. It was shameful. And all those ministers who just sat back, I don't want to say anything about Andre Perez, you know.
Yeah.
But I expected better from Andre Perez. I expected better.
Speculate.
To come and see what the community is going to do. Lead your community.
That's right. You have to see if you lead.
Lead your community. This is marijuana.
Yeah.
This is marijuana. This is a drug. And you can see what they will do. I tell you, I don't want to go into Andre Perez. I honestly don't want to.
And you know what is true, Louis?
Lost a lot of credibility with me. Lost a lot of coins.
Yeah.
Lot of coins.
Because Louis, you know the man that still wants to have the thing to feel that why Louis is set up. These are drugs.
It's drugs, exactly. It's drugs.
It's a drugs.
We run a drug rehab.
Man,
you need, and I told Karim Musa that, you know.
Drugs, Louis.
I told Karim Musa that 5 years ago or more. Yeah. I said, come visit my rehab.
Yeah.
Come visit my rehab.
Drugs will talk about.
Hear from the people who are affected by the drugs you are trying to legalize.
Yeah.
You know, come.
Hard.
Come.
You know, Louis, we work with a lot of them people, right? And I sorry for them. I empathize because I like some of them have opened a door. Like they did thing when they show up on CNN. And the man carry the man, they show on the history of the slave trade carrying on this building. He said when they came through this door, he said it was like a point of no return.
Point of no return.
Because the final see you going Caribbean, let's go. You gonna see Africa again, brother. Louis. When I look at some of these people, their issues are very deep. You could preach to them, talk to them, love on them, show them, brother, hard for them to turn back. We cannot be the people where they create an environment to enslave. Watch how this devastate and destroy people, homes and families, kids.
Exactly.
This is our serious. We talk about drugs, Louis.
Destroy the mind.
It destroy people's mind.
They walking shell.
That's right.
How many people are walking shells due to marijuana?
Yeah, it's sad.
Right? And they're trying to promote this. So how you think I would have been one area rep and one community or a village they decide pan marijuana and you want just stand up and say democracy? Are you kidding me?
I resign, boss. And I support that.
Exactly.
I resign because
I prefer lose the next election and stand up and say no. I want to say that to the People's United Party and every minister of government that this was a moral issue on Kikaka. This was a moral issue. This was not a money issue. This was not a financial issue because every illegal thing brings a lot of money. So just to say that marijuana redden your eye for money because you can make a lot of money off it. You can make a lot of money off of crack too. You can make a lot of money off of cocaine. You can make a lot of money off of prostitution. You could make one lot of money after anything that is addictive. And you will just stand up there and not say a word. You want to see what direction your village going in. And man, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Check your moral compass. For you to be a leader in your community and will watch your community have to go in a particular direction with drugs and you don't have nothing to say except democracy at work. What kind of leader are you? What kind of leader are you that you will stand up on the sideline knowing the effect that it has on children, young people across the board? I'm disappointed.
It's a serious thing, Louis.
Move those leaders. Move those leaders and get leaders who can lead our country in the right direction, who have a moral compass.
Louis, at this very age, and I'll tell you why they're right now. If I think I bad, me, I gotta try smoke weed, you know. Right now, I tell a man with my kids, wife. If I go,
he's an individual, and you have the right. Like in one of the meetings, they were saying you have the right to you have the right to use drugs. That's what the lady said. And then Karim Musa, the right there.
You know my pap never drink in front of me.
Exactly.
Man say lead by example, not a leader.
Exactly.
And then drink no rum front.
And that's why some of the marijuana people vote no, because they say I don't want this for my child.
And that is the thing. Remember one of the video we had with the guy where I'm sorry we never take no video.
Yeah.
I tried to balance say Ras, I said, boss, I'm give you an interview right now. He said, you know why? Because I used to smoke it.
Yeah.
He said, so he do to me now, he worry about his daughter. The man said, boy, no boss.
Exactly.
He said, the day my daughter touched it, they said my daughter start giving me all kind of trouble.
Exactly.
And so we have people in Belize who are family oriented. Praise God.
Yeah. Where are the true leaders that can say, I do not want this for my community? And that's why I say hats off and big up to Selena. Big up to her. And then, the other guy is Sergio. Sergio was the other, the counselor, the first counselor who wrote a very long thing and said, we know the pandis. And Sergio did interviews and came out. Enough respect to Sergio because he came out before the winds began to blow. Right? But so I prefer lose an election. I prefer say no to marijuana, and if we lose the next election. But those politicians are only thinking about their skin and their political their political future, than to stand up with core values and to say we will not have drugs in our country.
Exactly. So we lost our moral compass. And our lot of Louis, you know, we wonder many times.
Whoosh!
Yeah, many times we wonder, but when we leaders in God are United Nations, when they tell them, man, can they come back freed?
Yeah.
To Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Louis, I don't want to live like that.
Yeah, no way.
The leader of, I never remember, I think that was it Bolivia? There was one of the leaders who got up in the United Nations. I speak in mind. You see, today, this is one of the next thing. People are afraid to speak their minds. We live in a community, and that's one of the thing where the joke thing they try to push power, you know. Be afraid. Because we're going guns for you. Be afraid. Right? Be afraid of a fair thing they push upon people. People don't want to stand up and say, I don't agree, I don't support, and this is my reason why. And I think, as it relates to this drugs thing, Louis, we have valid reasons. You know, if I ever hear my son smoke marijuana, how crazy, I feel like I'd go crazy. Just the fact that he didn't do it would drive me crazy. I'm just saying, how it impact me as a father.
I constantly speak to my sons.
Right? It's
constantly.
Crazy, Louis.
Yeah. Because it's out there.
Crazy.
You look at UB, those guys under the tree by the park. High, always.
And you know why they're doing that?
They can't even.
You know why? Because they're so insecure in themselves, then they try to get more followers.
Yeah.
More you can do it because they want to feel that like their conscience they bother you. So you try to spread it.
Yeah.
So I can feel more calm.
They can't even, it shows you that they have so drifted that we got to take a break. It's 8:40 and then we got to come back. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Watching Rise and Shine on PlusTV, because we have to, when we come, I have to talk about the younger generation and the attitude towards drugs. We'll be right back.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
For sure, this journey started long before September 1981. Indeed, we're all here because of the courage of our founders, the Maya, Creole, Garifuna, East Indian, Mestizo, and all who are sustained by the spirit and sacrifice of every generation. How beautiful it is that on this day, thousands of our citizens will join with friends and loved ones at parades and parties across this country to rejoice in the blessings of this land and people. As one people, we will work to build a better and brighter future.
Pletz Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Pletz combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Pletz can modify any of their existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris key. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Pletz Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.pletzhomebuilders.com. Pletz Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here, the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's not all. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and more. Find everything you need from construction start to finish. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Shop today or explore our online store at shopbuildersbz.com. Visit Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Indigenous Day. We Creole need for fight for the indigenous status in our term because we are on the fire. We don't find nowhere else.
Serious? The originals.
Yeah, with originals. So we need to fight for that claim to indigenuity.
Yeah.
We don't find nowhere else. And of course, this is our country, and it's why we deal with the issue of drug. But I was saying that the younger generation, I don't think they may get drug education. I've been asked to go to San Pedro for their drug awareness day, but then it's on a day that we're going to have Senate, so I will have to decline that. But where are the drug classes? I may know about marijuana, cocaine, heroin, other opioids, and so from in high school we knew of these things.
Yeah.
The damage of alcohol, tobacco, they were a part of our learning.
Yeah.
And I don't get the impression that our children and our young people are privy to such information unless they are taught by teachers who are also using. I don't know why the information no they hit home that drugs are not good for you.
Because it seems like there's a decision to change the narrative, and the United Nations is as demonic could be. I remember when that was first said years ago, people questioned, no, can't be. A lot of these agendas are as foreign can be, you know, and things seems to be imposed upon our country where we not even vote upon big issues. We only hear that why this thing now agenda they've been pushed here, there, and everywhere, and that's not a referendum powerful. This whole LGBT thing, Samuel, has got to a referendum.
Yeah, that's why with the wait.
This needs to go to a referendum.
Because the Channel 5 that 90 to 10.
All right.
90% to 10.
This needs to go to a referendum.
Yeah.
Because tell
gender
Belize,
equal male and female. 90 to 10.
Tell Belize, if you destroy the family, if you think the crime bad right now, hold your head.
Yeah.
So I can't go to work, bullet and the fire in the workplace. If you think it's bad right now, destroy the family. And that's what this thing seek to do, because there are a bunch of confused people can't even tell you the definition of a family. It is fluid. How a family are fluid? I watch an interview with Piers Morgan. Boy, and thank God this ballet from UK. This man they run for leader of the country, and Piers never play with him. Piers was saying, so what is a family? The man said, well, you know, it changes. Piers said, are you crazy? What is a male? What is a female? He cannot give a definition. He said, well, it change after birth. Piers never joke for leg shot pan him. He tell you unfit for leadership. Right? He tell you are unfit for. He said, if you can't even define a family and one gender, how you want to lead a country, boss? Exactly. Something is wrong with your thinking.
Yeah. And that's the attitude we need to have if we are going to save our country. If you cannot identify these basic building blocks of a nation, you should not be in office.
You're unfit.
Yeah, because what they're seeking to do is to turn the world upside down. And that's what I said, there are enough young people in this country, well, I just want to flip this cup over and say, pour the coffee here, just to make we see. Just make we see. Right, and that's one of the reasons why the younger generation, Charlie Kirk, went directly to the younger generation because the universities have become the breeding ground for these kinds of philosophies that are making their way into society, but they simply uproot and destroy the civilization. Of course. Right? And they don't understand that the product of that is going to be anarchy when everybody do what they want. When everybody do what they want, that is not freedom. That is anarchy. And that in anarchy people get hurt. Right? As much as there is such a thing called human rights, there is no greater right than the right to life. The right to life itself. And when people are being deprived of life, it no matter what all other rights you enforce, if the person can't live for enjoy it. Right. And so there is no right to drug use. And I want to see our leaders. Now, here is a proof. You have those of you who are in the People's United Party that help to fund us, and people in the UDP as well, that help to fund us on Kikaka for that. It's time for you to step out and speak publicly because the numbers are with you. Yes. The numbers are with you. It shouldn't even
take so long, but anyways.
Right. The true leadership that we want is before before you are able, before the vote cast, your compass is working. But at least now, step forward. And so we don't want it. I don't want to call no name, but you know, ministers of government, those of you who are vying for standard bearer position in the UDP, you know, you have a 80-20 now. Come out. Stop sending me private message. Come out. Anyway, your closing comments, Kerm.
Louis.
You have an 80-20 to stand on. Sorry, Kern, go ahead.
Everything rise
yeah.
and fall.
Absolutely.
At the hand of leadership. John Maxwell. We have some John Maxwell leaders coming to our summit in January. Live and direct. Right? Everything rise and fall at the hand of leadership. We need leadership in government. And we need leadership in homes. They asked me if we're going to talk to some parents. The Catholic school, high school, right here behind us. And I just lovingly challenge them, you know, that you have to put family first.
Yes.
I told him that when my wife got pregnant, I asked her to resign. That was kind of extreme and radical, but that's how important we saw family. Today, I'll tell you though, I have no problem with my kids. My daughter is doing her master's. She never even want a boyfriend. She's so focused. Love God. They called me and said, Dad, I'm going to an elevation concert. You hear what she want to go? One elevation church concert. My son is on fire for God right now. That man, they listen. I am amazed. They eat the Bible.
Amen.
In it. When I tell that man, they dig in. Like, he come and said, Dad, I read books and books of the Bible at a time.
Amen.
We don't have problem with the kids.
The next generation must be better
right?
than us.
And Louis, it's because we put family first.
Amen.
I collect money in my house anyway. Nothing, everything on the day. When my son wants something, you know, he save and he give me the money. He said, Daddy, please buy this. And I tell him, why you give me money, hold on money? I'm amazed at the fruits, natural byproduct of the fact that we put family first. None of my kids ever been arrested by the police. None of my kids ever they try thief taxes or they commit crime or that kind of thing.
Family.
None of my kids.
Make the investment.
Right? They're going to be positive contributors back to society. Simply because we put family first. I will not tell we picnic foolishness. Everything rise and fall at the hand of leadership.
You could choose what gender you want, baby.
No, not in my house. You're not choosing that in my house. Not in my house, Louis. We're just saying, I believe that we need, as parents, we need to tighten up too. Not just with ministers. We too. Even if the minister tell my kids yes, I tell them no. And no minister will that be a heated battle. Because we're going eye to eye and not. You tell my kids yes, I am telling no. And you don't tell me when I tell my kids, I don't care who you think you are. Forgive me because you see a different side of me then. Everything rise and fall at the hand of lead. As a parent, you got to step up and teach your kids, put some boundaries. Put some boundaries. Teach your kids morality and ethics if you want to be successful in life. They are not to choose one proper partner. How they not get entangled in a foolishness. It is up to the parents too. You understand me, Louis? We gotta tell them. And even if they say they want to do otherwise, make sure you tell them. You tell them. You tell your kids. Right? And if everybody do that, everybody tell their kids foolishness about gender equality and gender this and gender that. And Louis, no stupidness. That's my closing comment. No stupidness.
Stupid. Go for that. I endorse that message strongly. From all of us here at Rise and Shine, God bless you, Belize. See you tomorrow. Always a pleasure. God bless.
Land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize. Land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever